Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here and welcome back to my channel. So this video was meant to go up yesterday, however, I was having so much trouble creating these sims, but finally, I don't know what happened, but today something clicked. So this is my creator sim of the sims that I am going to be using for my Realm of Magic Let's Play. I know I don't usually do Let's Plays for game packs, but I did it with Dine Out and I also did it with Vampires. You guys absolutely love those sims and love those Let's Plays, and it's kind of a way for me to like deep dive into the brand new pack instead of just doing like a game pack overview. And also with this being like witches and wizards and like magical beings, it kind of doesn't really fit into any Let's Play that I currently have going on. And also I am wrapping up my Celebrity Gold Digger challenge this weekend, so it kind of felt like a good time to start a new Let's Play. So these are the sims. I am in love with them. I say that every time. I know you guys are always like, Molly treats her sims like literal children, and it's gonna be the same with these lot. I'm already feeling so protective over them. So the one that I was struggling is actually the one in this video that I'm gonna create last. He's kind of the pinpoint. He's not going to be like a main character because they're all going to be main characters, but he was like the one that I thought of first, and I don't know what it was, maybe because he was like the first one I thought of. I just felt like I couldn't get him right, so I decided to start on his friend. At the beginning of this video, I literally just called them something random so that I can save them to my gallery, because I did take like breaks in between creating them all, so they have really weird names, but I think I decided on the name Kenny for this dude. So as I'm creating them, I'm going to tell you like a little bit about their backstory, a little bit of like what you can expect from them in the Let's Play. I'm sure their traits are going to kind of give it away, which I will go through at the end of this video. But this is Kenny. I absolutely love him and I want to protect him at all costs. I reckon he's gonna be a little shady, a little sneaky, maybe a little bit snaky. I mean, he does pretty much have the skin tone of a snake. I actually, if you watch me on Twitch, I kind of gave a little sneak peek of him yesterday, and someone said he looks like a frog, which I am personally offended by that. Kenny was obviously born green. I don't know why, I didn't really think that far into it, but he is magical. He has like been raised in a magic household, like he's always grown up around magic. He actually wasn't born with horns, but now he's a pretty horny dude. Now, in his teenager years, yes, he was a pretty horny dude, but the horns were actually just an accident. His best friend, who like I said, I'm gonna create a little bit later on, the main sim that this like Let's Play is gonna focus around, he accidentally gave him horns when they were in school together, and they kind of just stayed. No one could really get rid of them. It was like an accident and nobody knew how to fix it. Like even the professors didn't know how to fix it, so he just decided that he was going to keep his horns because they made him a little bit different, a little bit alternative. He was also the class clown in school. I think because he has this green skin tone, he like always wanted to take attention away from that, and so he was just really loud. Like he would just crack jokes all of the time. He was kind of that one kid that was like always looking for attention by being funny and being a little bit of a loudmouth, and now he kind of does that with his clothing as well. So he wears like really funky clothes. I did just like sort out one outfit, and obviously Realm of Magic isn't out yet, so I haven't been able to change like everybody's specific outfits, but he's gonna look a little bit different probably in the actual Let's Play once I get my hands on the game pack. I hope that in the end he like actually turns out to be a good guy, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know what the game pack has in store for me, so I'm excited to see what Kenny is actually gonna turn out like. And then the second sim that I created is actually called Ingrid. I cannot remember any of their surnames, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, this is Ingrid. I think she is stunning. She kind of reminds me of Rudolph. If you guys watched my Christmas like festive Big Brother, I made a sim based off Rudolph, and this chick kind of reminds me of her. I think it's just like the big brown eyes. I don't know what it is at the minute, but I have been obsessed with brown eyes. I think since downloading the custom eyes that I currently have in my game, I just think the darker eyes look like so much better on my Sims, and they have like such a depth to them, and they make her look really innocent, which she 100% is. So the boys grew up in magical homes. They knew they were magical. They knew that they were spellcasters. So probably when we start this Let's Play off, they're probably gonna have like at least a little bit of magic behind them, but as in like the Harry Potter universe, I think people have to be over 18 to practice magic outside of the school, and that's kind of what I based this off as well. So they are both young adults, like right out of school, but they haven't really had the opportunity to like practice their own magic and things like that. So they are gonna know like the basics, but they haven't really formed like their personality in magic, and they don't really know what they like super want to go into. So that's gonna be fun to explore with the boys. Whereas Ingrid, I know her name is currently Jillian. Again, that's because I had to save her to my gallery. She's not actually called Jillian, she's called Ingrid. With her, she had no idea that she was magical. She grew up in a human household. Her parents weren't magical. None of her family were magical. She didn't know she was a spellcaster until she accidentally came across it, and she was like, okay, I'm not normal. And she really, really struggled with that. However, she has always had a knack for gardening. I actually didn't give her the green thumb trait, and I think I do want to give her the green thumb trait. So that will probably change before we get into this Let's Play. But she's always had a knack for gardening, and she didn't know what it was. Obviously, she didn't suspect that she was freaking magical. It was just that she thought it was a talent, and she was able to take care of plants really well. That actually coincides with her magic, and she's actually the sim that I want to focus on like potion making and stuff with. So alchemy is gonna be her main form of magic. Like, she's a genius, she's a bookworm, she's kind of nerdy, and she's also a loner, so she doesn't really need a lot of friends. She would just much prefer to like stick her head in a book and lose herself in a world. So the fact that like this whole magical realm has now opened up to her is like her dream come true. She cannot wait to learn everything there is to know about magic and like understand it. I did struggle with her hair. I still haven't decided. I originally made her a brunette, then I turned her to a blonde because I hadn't really played with a blonde sim in a while, and then I actually changed it to like a white and a silver and then a pink, and I eventually landed on the pink for her. I don't know if I'll keep it pink or if I'll just like keep changing it throughout the Let's Play. You guys should let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what hair color I should go for on Ingrid, because that's what I was struggling with. And then lastly, the third sim is actually Ingrid's boyfriend, and he's like the kind of main sim of this Let's Play. So this is Vincent. I'm definitely just gonna call him Vince in the Let's Play. And poor little Vince, he is pretty much like magical royalty, and I feel so sorry for him. So he's always had this really big pressure of being perfect. He grew up in a family that is obviously like super magical. He's actually gonna have the magical bloodline, depending on like what that trait actually brings to the table, because I'm still interested to hear like what it actually does to a sim. So he might have the magical bloodline trait. It would obviously make sense in the context of Vincent. So this is Vincent Hadid. He basically grew up in a family that put a lot of pressure on him being magical. Like, he was always trying to get like the best grades possible. He's not the Harry Potter, I don't really want to say that, but he is like a pureblood. Like, he has magic in his veins, and his family expects a lot from him. But ever since he asked out Ingrid, and he literally fancied Ingrid for like the longest time, obviously she was raised as a human and like believed she had no magical capabilities whatsoever. And she also didn't know about Vince's magical capabilities, but he has been in love with her like since he was young. He only really got to see her in the summers when he was back at home instead of being at school, and he is constantly crushed on her, but he didn't really have the confidence to ask her out, which is insane because he is such a handsome sim. I made him look like quite boyish and quite rugged, and this is why I could not get him right. Like, I wanted him to look like a charmer but not like a sleazeball, and like someone who was quite regal but obviously like not too full of himself. So it was like a really tough in the middle, like trying to find that middle ground was not happening for me yesterday. But now I think I have him perfected. I really like the way he looks. He doesn't look like super grown up. He definitely just looks like he's got out of school. He doesn't really know what to do with himself. His family has pretty much disowned him because he obviously asked out who they thought was a human, and they've also always kind of looked down on alchemy. I don't know why, but like alchemists in their eyes just like aren't real magical spellcasters. Like, they just don't belong in the realm of magic and they shouldn't be part of it. So he has kind of been outcast by his family. So they decided to actually move into Glimmerbrook, which I'm very excited for. They decided to join their magical friends in Glimmerbrook. I'm really excited to see the townies, actually. I feel like these guys are gonna be like pretty close with townies. I did also give him this really cool tattoo. This is actually the theory behind this is like a family tattoo, and it like imprints on your arm when you are a child to let you know that you obviously have that magical bloodline running through you. And like I said, he's pretty much like royalty. His family have been looked up to for years, and he is going to be our practical spellcaster. So I'm very excited to see kind of the power that Vince gains over the course of this LP. I'm sure it's going to be tough again to know like which direction he's going to go in. Like, will he get too powerful? Will he get too like all-knowing? Is it going to corrupt him, or will he stay good? He's like one of these sims that is so charismatic. However, I did actually give him the slow learner trait, which is a custom trait by Kawaii Stacy, because I wanted him to have a little bit of a downfall. So even though his parents and his family have constantly put like all their opinions onto him, he finds it really hard to learn new things. Like, they wanted him to be the best, and he had to really try to be the best. Like, yes, he did well in school, but he fought so hard for that because he thought he had to, because of his family name and because of like how he was raised, and he didn't want to let his family down. So he has the self-assured trait. I think he has the charismatic or like talkative or something along those lines, and I'm excited to see how he's going to turn out in this LP as well. So those are pretty much the characters that I have for my Realm of Magic Let's Play. You guys should comment down below, who do you think your favorite is going to be out of the gang? I think I have a soft spot for Kenny. I don't know what it is about him. Maybe it's because like he's the first sim that I created. I genuinely thought I was gonna have a soft spot for Vince, but I think Kenny actually takes it, and Kenny is gonna get up to some mischief. Like I said, he's the class clown. He still really hasn't grown out of that, and he uses his magic to like try and make people laugh. So he is a little bit of a goofball. He's also jealous, whether that be of Vince's power or what, and he's also mischievous, which again is a custom trait by Kawaii Stacy. So we don't know how that jealousy is really gonna rear its ugly head in Kenny's case, but I'm sure we will see it. Ingrid is a bookworm, she is a genius, and she's also an introvert, but again, I might play around with those, might give her the green thumb instead of one of those traits. And Vince is self-assured, he is a slow learner, and he's also charming, but like I said, I might change one of those for the magical bloodline. So those are the Sims. I hope you guys are looking forward to my Let's Play. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed. Comment down below who you think your favorite is gonna be. I always love hearing like who you guys relate to and why you relate to that certain person. And I will speak to you all on Monday when I'm actually allowed to release my Realm of Magic early access videos. So tune in on Monday for a magical Monday. It's gonna be amazing. Bye guys!